Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals. Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Panthers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Micah Parsons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He'll drop to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 Vikings, Cougar 19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. Claypool with another catch. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lawrence on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Trevor Lawrence, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They'll look to throw here. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Go now. Hey, throw it. 61, Matt Black, right.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Ready, break. Hey, I'm 7.
Lawrence. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Bracket.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Lawrence. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll air this one out for Mims. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Koo now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on. Hey. Fix the Eagles.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa